If you're feeling scared to jump into liver flushing, that is reasonable and I totally understand. There's a lot of people that are starting to become aware that they may have an issue with the liver bile ducts area, the liver or the gallbladder, liver stones, gallstones, fatty liver, any wide variety of things, digestive issues. They're starting to realize that maybe they need to take care of this organ, and they have maybe started to learn about this possibility of doing a flush where we're actually mechanically freeing the liver of some of its baggage, gunk, sludge, stones, etc. But so there's a book by Andreas Moritz, The Amazing Liver and Gallbladder Flush. You can read it. You can do this at home. You can read lots of things on the Facebook universe about people's experiences. There's a wide variety of opinions about how to do it, or sort of like different trials that people are doing. But there's also a pretty tried and true method of doing the liver flush. You can do that on your own for sure if you want to. And some people I know, they maybe want a little bit more support than that. They might want someone to walk them through the procedure and know that they have somewhere to go if something happens, and someone that's been through it before and that can kind of lay out the fundamentals and the things that are really important. And I will say, although it may be blasphemous in the Andreas Moritz devotee world, that there are some things he actually misses in the book that I have found make the flush more safe and also more sustainable, because you really want to get started on a good foot, because your liver is not going to be entirely clean in 1 or 2 flushes, probably. It will take a series of flushes, likely, unless you are one of the magical unicorns that doesn't have a congested liver right now, and bless you if that is you. And but I have been shocked to find out what was inside of my liver, and if you haven't seen that video yet, you can go look at it, from one of my biggest flushes so far, which totally blew me away. But for the people who might want a little more support, I have created a program, a guidance program that spans for 8 weeks of self-paced lessons. And so we're gonna walk through step by step how to prepare for it, how to get your body in a good way for this. What kind of supplies do you need? What are you going to be doing? How are you gonna schedule the flushes and aligning them with the moon cycles and your own life cycles, your body cycles? And then we're going to, within the group, within the 2-month program, you'll undertake 2 flushes at least, unless for some reason you actually need to do some of the mini flushes or some of the just daily sort of tips for getting the liver and bile and gallbladder flowing again. And within that time frame, there is every single week there's an hour-long open video conference call for to have access to guidance, support, getting your questions answered. And within this program, there's also a built-in private, intimate community space that's off of social media. So you don't have to sort of sort through, like, what are people actually doing? What protocol are they doing? Where are they at? Is there any reason for me to even listen to this? You're gonna have a group of people who hopefully will become your friends that are going through the same program as you, and you're going to be supporting each other, sharing your successes, celebrating your results together, and troubleshooting and supporting each other to figure out any sort of questions along the way. So this program includes a private group setting, like in a forum, and also these intimate video chats that are going to be an hour every single week. That's included, so eight of those sessions. And so this is for people who want to make sure they get started on a good foot with the liver flushing, and who want to know from someone who's been through it as kind of a veteran. I've been studying this stuff for over 10 years, and I had done some liver flushing in the past, and then I kind of stopped because I wasn't having like great results. And then it was my more recent, in the last year, of picking it back up again and finding some tweaks that really, really started to bring my liver back into action, back into flow. And so there's also in this course peppered a lot of tips and hacks to sort of get things moving on a daily basis so that you don't have to wait just for your flushes, your big flushes, but that you can get things moving. I mean, I have frequently been passing stones even without really doing anything because of the just sort of dietary and herbal protocol that's very simple, but has just made a really big difference for me. So if you want to make sure that you're crossing your T's when it comes to safe procedures around the process, preparing and supporting your other organs and your body processes along the way, and getting some of those tips about making it more workable into your life and more workable into your diet, because that's a big deal. People have told me like, oh, but I have to give up like 10 days and I have to eat like strictly vegan and I have to do all this stuff. And I'm like, no, actually I found out that you really don't have to do that. And there's things that actually seem to work even better than that. So yeah, you're welcome aboard. We have a great group going on this platform, and we would love to have you join the movement. Liberate your liver. We are liberators. We are going for total rejuvenation. I really believe that the liver is at the heart of our system, and if you can actually reverse the sort of, you could call it aging, but it's not necessarily about age, but it's like the impact, the sort of burden, the congestion, the heavy weight that is starting to accumulate in the liver. If you can reverse that, I believe that is a direction of anti-aging. So please join us if you'd like to. There is information, there's an interest form in the description below, and I also have a free Facebook group, Liberate Your Liver, where there's tons of information and people sharing in this process. So welcome aboard to the Liberator movement. May all beings be free, liberated, and well. Siena Songbird.